Good morning, guys. Apple wanted to join me here on, on day 21, our final installment of the 21-day mission manifest. I think a lot of you know that in my Kickstarter campaign, the Tony Lucca pre-order experience, I offered up a 5-part guided meditation wellness package that I have been slowly sort of piecing together in terms of content and what I want to accomplish with that and what I want to share and what I think would ultimately be helpful for the people who signed up for it. I imagine that includes a lot of you. So if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to tell you that when I set out to do this 21-day mission manifest, I felt compelled to do it. I didn't think it all the way through. I'm just being totally honest with you. I knew in my heart that if I started to do it, it would get to where it needed to be, and I would touch upon things that were going to be helpful, hopefully, and then I would tie it all together in 21 days. When I had a topic for each day, I didn't have all 21 initially, but I knew that day like 15, 16, 17 would come to me as I progressed. I didn't wait to have them all locked in before I started this whole thing on New Year's Day. Little ambitious, little risky, but again, I sense that if I started to talk about this stuff on a daily basis, that there's really, it's a kind of a bottomless well of things and angles and ways in which you can address the idea of manifesting and creating the accomplishments that you want in life. But really, I think what it is, if we can look back now in hindsight with 20/20 vision, is look at it as like maybe Tony's 20 steps towards cultivating a more mindful daily meditation practice. And I know as soon as you say the word meditation, some people kind of like, I didn't know that this was where this was going. And some people you say meditation and they kind of recoil, They don't know, especially if they're from a faith-based religion or something a little more traditional or conventional, prayer-based, where that's sort of the mode of connecting to their higher power. I get all that. I grew up in a born again Christian household, and I'm very grateful that I did. The Bible and church and theology really informed a lot of my formative years and have made me who I am today. But who I am today also includes a daily meditation practice. And it's in in that practice, and I love the term practice, as I've mentioned before, like a medical practice. You can only get better at it the more you do it. And I love that idea. I love the humility of the notion of practice. Something that you could do every day is still a practice. I think it's great. And that's something else that has lured me into the idea of setting a goal or having a sense of determination in my day-to-day. Meditation's been extremely helpful for that. And so as we look back now on the 20 days that we have spent together, you should be able to go through. Some of them were, in fact, a little more exercise oriented and then task like do this and then we'll all talk about it. But by and large, a lot of the sort of emotional heavy lifting and psychological heavy lifting that we did, like forgiveness of self, like being honest with ourselves, like accountability, like gratitude, and all these things, those are really those are all sort of little litmus tests in a meditative practice. I don't know, litmus test is the word, but like those are all indicators of how and when we quiet our minds and we begin to explore the depth and the breadth of our comprehension of what we're doing on a daily basis, and where our true intentions lie, and where we're coming from, what we're hiding, what we're protecting ourselves from. It's all in there. And obviously, we can touch upon meditation for weeks and months and forever to come. I don't, like I said, I don't think there's any end in sight as to like how broad. There's so many different types of meditation, and it can be daunting to get into like what's best for me and how can I make this work, and how does this apply? How do I incorporate this mission manifest mentality into a daily meditation? But really, all it takes is like day one, choosing to do it, choosing to take 5 minutes of your day, of your morning, of your afternoon, of your evening before bed, and really having those moments of quiet, really going ahead and setting the judgment aside. Like, don't worry, you're not here to solve any problems. You're not here to get a bunch of things done. All you're doing is quieting your mind and quieting your spirit. And when thoughts do come through, you're able to apply things like forgiveness of self and accountability and honesty and gratitude and compassion and all these things that we've been touching upon. And now that you have, gone through some of these sticky, awkward bits and pieces of your path and your trajectory, now it should be a little less daunting when you sit down on the mat. Here, I think Apple's gonna meditate with me this morning. So, but it's going to give you a really cool filter now as your thoughts pass through, and they will. You can't keep them from coming through while you're quieting your mind and you're trying to reach a point of stillness and clarity. But now as the thoughts pass through, they're going to pass through this new filter that you've installed from the 21-day Mission Manifest. And your thoughts won't be the same on the other side of that filter. They just can't. They won't be. You have new perspective. You have a new, square one, so to speak. You have pushed reset here. And again, I will encourage you to access the playlist of these 21 days whenever you need to, and go and go back and do them all again if you have to, or go back and find the one that really touched you in some way, or as you begin your meditation practice, you realize like, man, that one thing is really getting on me, and I don't, it's that taste thing. What is that? What is my taste? Who am I? What do I want to do with my life? And where am I headed? All that, whatever it is, you have the ability to go back now and re-examine those things, so that you're constantly fine-tuning the mesh of your filter that your thoughts will now pass through when you are contemplating where you're at in your life, and what your limits are, and what you want to have, and how you're feeling about that, and how to tap into the universal intelligence that is all of ours for the taking, the universal intelligence that watches grass grow through cracks in the sidewalk, the universal intelligence that fixes your scrapes and scratches, scabs and things, and how we heal, and how life just happens and continues to happen. It wants to succeed. Life wants to succeed. Life wants you to succeed. It wants you to manifest. We are programmed for abundance. We are designed and built for great things. And I hope that in these last 20 days, you have begun to tap into the confidence that is yours, that tells you that I'm not crazy, that you're not crazy, that you wouldn't have the dreams and the goals that you have if they weren't possible for you. And that's it. You're never going to dream up something that you really truly have no aptitude or interest or ability to get to. It's not going to happen. You're going to come up with dreams, and you're going to have wild ideas that are going to come to you because you have the ability to make them happen. You are a co-creator in all of this. So that's it. That's my hope for you guys. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to have shared these 20 days with you, 21 now, and me and Apple. we're gonna get down to it. A little meditation here in the morning. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And gear up. It's going to be a great year for The Charge. Thank you, as always, for your continued support, love, and encouragement. I'm going to back off the post now because I've been in your inbox every morning with one of these, so you won't see me for a week or so, but more music coming, lots of touring, lots of road blogs and vlogs, and I'm going to start a podcast this year. I'm going to write a book this year. I've decided to do a lot of really ambitious things, and I needed this as much as I hope you guys did. So that's it. We'll catch you soon. Much love.